Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking smartwatch. This is called ZI18 and this is done by a company called ZKCreations. Now this really looks like an iWatch, but it is not. The app inside of it, the settings, everything is really set up separately. So we will try to capture as much as possible in this video, and I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family, and make sure you click the notification icon, select all, in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. And here are all the components that are part of the box. The next thing that comes with this is this little charger. So on one side you will see it say USB 2.0, and then the other side has that little magnet that will click at the back of the watch itself. We will show you in a couple of seconds on how this will really work, and then that way you can charge your watch quickly. It also comes with this smartwatch user manual, and this way you will be able to connect this to, doesn't matter if it is an iPhone or an Android, how easy it is to process and set it up. And this way when you receive a call easily will tell you, and also when you disconnect it shows you more. And there is all the menus that how you should be able to see things. It's all going to be over here. It's very easy. You can even see that it has dialing numbers so you can process, or you can go through your contacts to process it. We will go through this once we start playing with the watch, but there is a little QR code so that way you can get more information from this smartwatch. Now there is another little manual, which is watch manual. As you can see in the bottom, it is on many different languages, but the first part it should be under English, and it is a little bit tiny, but it explains a lot of things that you are going to question, and this way you get a proper answer from this. So this way you can play with your watch properly. Now the next thing that come with it is 2 more wristbands, and this is how you will be able to connect them to the actual watch, which is a really good thing to do. And that way it's very easy to connect. So we will show you in a couple of seconds, but there are 2 of them. One is coffee color and this one is black, which is a really cool color, and it looks like it is made out of silicone, so that way it doesn't stretch that much, as you can see, but it is very durable once you playing with it. So the next part is going to be the watch. Yes, it comes pre-installed with a really nice wristband, and it looks very cool, and it has a plastic around it. I'm not going to touch it right now, but there is also, these parts are all made out of gold. You can see you can take it off, and it looks really nice. Now going to the watch itself, it looks really slick. Yes, it gives you a feeling that you have another brand on hand. I'm not going to name it, but it is really designed very well. And you're going around, you have the button properly that you can click, and then in the back part of it, these are the sensor part. That way it will scan your hand so you can get your heartbeat, and also sleep monitoring is going to happen from here. And this is the part that you will be able to charge the watch, but it is really cool. There is a little part that we can take off, and that's how it looks. There is a little spot, actual speaker part, and we go around it. Yes, you can make calls, you can receive calls. There is a little sticker on the top. Let's just take that out too. And this is how nice the actual screen is. Pretty cool. I really like this. All right, so enough said about it. Let's get this first charged and then use. So in order to charge, just flip the watch in the back, and then you have these little pins. You have to make sure that you position it. It automatically takes it. You should see that the watch is already on. And let's hook this up. And voila. Now we're going to leave it for a couple of hours so that we can get charged. All right, so here you go. This is the watch. I'm just going to put it on a little holder. You can see it is on, and then the phone is on too. So in order to connect, number 1 is that you have to go to Google Play Store. You have to go to search and look for an app called DaFit. And that's it. So it's DaFit. And once you go to it, you have to click on it and click on install. Now I already installed it on this phone so we can play with it. The best part is once you go to it and open it up, it gives you a lot of options that you can play with. So as soon as you connect, it does not give you this option. You have to go through settings, and you have to set up your name, goals, everything through this, so that way you get access. And on top of that, your goal for your steps, also you can click on it, so that way you can set up and say, as an example, 10,000 steps a day, and you can set it up. You can go more with that. On top of that, also you can go to profile, and you can set up your profile very easily through, and then it will start. So once you connect it, you can see that as soon as you go through and you select this part, it will give you an option, and automatically it searches for the actual watch, and it will give you the name, which is going to be I18 in this case, and the MAC address also shows. So for that, you can go to top to bottom, and then that way you can go to your settings. So there's the settings. Now you can see that, let me just bring it up a little bit, and here's the settings we can select. And if you go more down at the bottom, you will see there's a bunch of things there. Number one is the about. Over here you can see your MAC address, so you know which number you're going to connect on your phone. In this case, the MAC address that shows on the top will be matching this one right on the screen. So if I have to zoom in a little bit, as you can see here, it will be the same on your watch. So if I have to make it enable, you will be able to see it, but I do not know if it's going to show you accurately quickly on both of these. But this is how easy it is to process, so you can play with it, and you can go through. So there are face watches that you can select. So as an example, right now these are the 4s that they're there. So there are more face watches in this that you can get, and then you can load. So as an example, if I switch to this one, it should automatically just switch to that. Let's just get out of it. There you go, you see that. And if I have to go to the second one, it should automatically change for you to that second one, or to the third one, or the one that we always use is this one. You can also edit this, and you can change the color of the writing, and this way you can have different numbers, as you can see. So I'm just going to leave it on white because it really stands out. And also the time, if it shows on the top or the bottom, it shows up there too, so that way it shows it properly. So if I have to save, then that way it will show it on the screen. Beautiful thing to have. Now that's not the only thing. Going through, you also have your notifications, so you can turn on all of these apps that you have on your phone, so this way any of the notification come through. As an example, you get a call, shows up. You get a text message, it shows up. Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Skype, there's lots of them in this. And you also have other apps. You can turn these on, and in this way you get allowance. There you go. So that way you get your accesses directly to the actual watch, so that we can play with it. That's not the only thing. You also have alarm clock. You can set it up. In this way, it will wake you up in certain time. It just buzzes for you, which is a really good thing. And also you can set up your shutter speed. So as an example, I have this right over here. So if I put it on my phone, there you go. You see that? So now it takes a picture, and that's how easy it is basically to process and take a picture. I really like that. All right, so that's another part. Now, if we go back, the other part is your favorite contacts. You can set it up. So with this, automatically, you just have to tap one time, and it will call that person, which we're going to show in a few seconds. And if there is anything available as an upgrade, you can click on this, and it will update the software directly from your phone using Bluetooth to your watch. So this way, your watch gets to be up to date. That's another really cool thing. Now, this is all underneath of the phone itself. So you go over here, you can see that how many steps we have tested it with. Also, we didn't go to sleep with it. We had to take it off. And then also it shows your heartbeat on how much it is. So we were really resting when we were playing with this. And also the controlling, you can see that through the time, how much RPM it went up and down because we went outside, we went to work, we had this on, and you can see that how much through the time it started having different type of heartbeat. Now other things we didn't really set up, something like the blood oxygen. I did not test it either, but going outside and everything, it is there, but I haven't really played with it that much. But you can see that how much stuff you can play with, so you can have more access into playing with your watch. Now the watch itself is taking you above and beyond in regards to what you can do with it. So the next thing we're going to show you is the screen settings on exactly how much it will show up. So in order to get your phone calls to your phone, now I connected my S22 Ultra in order to get the sound, because that's my main phone, by the way. So we have to go to the main screen. When you flip on a side, you can see that it already shows some notifications about emails. We will get out of that, and we will go to the phone, and here is how the actual phone screen look like. So just going to make sure that I get it properly. And then once you go to your phone call, there you go, dial pad. Now you can dial a number and then you can see it on the screen. So as an example, I'm just going to dial a few numbers and I'm going to say dial. Let's see what happens. You see that? So it went through. There you go. So it works. And you can actually dial it and hang up directly from your watch itself. And yes, you can hear it properly when you're going through. Or if you want to select your contacts, it's not been loaded yet, but that's how easy it is to process. Or you want to go towards the back, you can see the number that you just dialed. You can click on it and it will redial. Here you go. So it's pretty cool that how this really works and how easy it is for you to process using your watch to make your calls. And again, it is a very inexpensive watch, so that way it will do the job for you properly. This watch has a lot of little goodies that you can play with and learn from. And also the watch learns from you once you start playing with it. I have to mention a few things that I really enjoyed playing with this. Again, it has a lot of options even for sleep pattern, but I have to mention that this will take you to a level that you never thought you could go, except that this was our take. All the links will be available. We can order it from. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.